We believe we want to train the next group of future leaders in our field and those that really want to excel, not just be good at.
You're definitely busy, and it's a challenging year. It's a lot of information to cram into one year, but I think that's a good thing overall.
Even though the fellowship is a year, it goes by really quickly. It's just taking advantage of each moment, taking advantage of each patient from an educational standpoint, learning and understanding that in a year or two, you will be by yourself.
But number one, it's going to be fun.
Our Emory Primary Care Sports Medicine Fellowship, I think, is truly one of the best and most rewarding experiences for any future fellow in the country. A lot of it starts with the fact that we have a really comprehensive, diverse faculty. I think the combination of our backgrounds with our faculty, really provided a really true, diverse academic sports medicine fellowship experience, probably like few others.
What incoming fellows can expect to gain from this program is a really well-rounded education in a firm grasp on how to diagnose and potentially treat a section of sports medicine specific and orthopedic issues.
One experience that is really unparalleled is the number of programs that you're going to take care of. So the teams that we take care of range all the way from middle and high school athletes all the way up into taking care of Atlanta Track Club pro athletes and all the way up into masters and amateurs. Very common teams like the Braves, the Falcons, the Hawks. We also cover many of the area colleges. So cover Emory, we cover Georgia Tech, numerous other colleges that as a fellow you will actually take care of independently as well.
I think about what I was looking for in a program, and I think if you start out with the coverage, Emory definitely has a leg up on the other programs. You're doing high school, collegiate, professional, and in my situation, you got Olympic coverage. To be a sports medicine doc, you want to be able to get all facets of that coverage, because when you go out and practice, I was told that if an opportunity comes across your desk, whether it be like professional coverage, for example, people want to know if you've had this experience before.
I think what sets this program apart is the breadth and the depth of information that you learn in this program. Not only do you have a great clinical experience with ample and robust coverage opportunities in sports medicine, but we also have a very strong academic and research arm of our fellowship. And we really feel like we hit on all the pillars to make you a comprehensive sports medicine physician when you leave this program.
There's really an all-encompassing approach here. You spend time with the surgeons. We now have numbers of primary care sports medicine providers of all different specialty backgrounds, every sport imaginable from a coverage standpoint. And then, not just the breadth, but the depth as well. I think our musculoskeletal ultrasound training is second to none. And of course, I'm biased, but we work really hard to give our fellows an experience that allows them to leave fellowship and be fully proficient at all basic ultrasound studies and most advanced studies as well, should they want to do those out in practice in their own too.
One of the things I like to tell fellows when you're coming in is that you really need to think about what you're trying to gain out of fellowship, so you can kind of focus your efforts. There are so many things that you can do during fellowship, and I encourage people to get exposure to things they wouldn't normally see, but then also focus your efforts. So there's going to be a wide range of experiences, and you really want to focus on what you want to get out of the program so you don't find yourself all over the place.
What really drew me in and was one of the big things for me was definitely the faculty are such a huge part of it. It's very much a family environment at Emory. Dr. Mountainer, Dr. Kinnear, Dr. J, all those guys. It's very much a collegial environment, all working well with each other, as well as the orthopedic surgeons you work with. The education, the experience you get at Emory is bar none. I mean, I felt coming out of fellowship, I felt prepared for everything. I felt like your ultrasound skills are through the roof. You have your own high school coverage, which really gives you that autonomy and kind of thinking for yourself and doing things without that someone over your shoulder kind of perspective, but always having someone on speed dial if you do need them.
So I think just the breadth of experience and knowledge of all their faculty really set them aside. And, you know, the mentorship aspect, I mean, they made it very clear that they wanted to know what our 5-year plan, 10-year plan, what our career aspirations were, and how they can kind of unlock that potential. I made kind of like a list of things I wanted to accomplish over the years, over the year, and I accomplished it all and more, you know, whether it be from an academic profile, from a clinical experience, and just like lessons and to take with me when I go forward. So I think all those really is what made Emory stand out from the programs.
I believe that being a sports medicine fellow encompasses multiple aspects of sports medicine. We want to be able to take care of the whole athlete through their medical issues, to their orthopedic and musculoskeletal issues, being the most comprehensive sports medicine physician you can be.
This is going to be the first group that's going to come in PC post-COVID. Hang in there and be encouraged. Don't lose your drive to move forward as you're thinking you want to.
We know this year is unique, and but yet I think perseverance is the word for this year. We're going to make it through it.
I was a fellow in the beginning of the pandemic, and you would think maybe we lost out on learning opportunities, but I mean, at Emory, they really put your education first, so I still felt very prepared basically to go out and do anything I wanted.
The feedback that I get from our current fellows is that they're treated like people here and not necessarily as someone who's just here to see a patient. The focus is on you learning, not on you seeing as many patients as possible. Learn, and 10 years after the fellowship, I want to be proud still of the education that you received while you were at Emory. And so because of that, we make it a priority. And you don't learn by just catching the drippings of what happened in clinic today. Like, your learning is a part of the recipe.
The fellowship applications just keep getting more and more competitive. So everyone who's applying, they're phenomenal applicants. So we're excited to have you here, and we just want to make you better.
Myself and my co-fellows, I think, all felt very fortunate to end up at Emory when we matched, and even at the end of the year, we all were so grateful to have ended up at Emory. It was the best education and experience that we could have gotten. Would have matched all over again at Emory if we could have. For
every fellow, I really would say that your fellowship may perhaps be the best year of your professional life. It is an opportunity to do things you never dreamed you could have in an environment where you have a lot of oversight and faculty and encouragement, and so it's a really exciting year. It'll change your whole direction in life, and it's been what you've been waiting for. It's an amazing year. So take advantage of the year and don't take it for granted. Every moment will go by so quickly. You just ask our former and even current fellows how quickly it goes. And have fun, that's I think the most important thing. Have fun this year. We're, very much into teaching, education, learning, all that stuff. We really enjoy, we love what we do, and part of that love is having great fellows to work with.
The biggest thing I talk to fellows about is to plan your year. 1 year will go very fast. Honestly, the amount of material that we have for you to learn in sports, you could spend several years doing it. So figure out what you want to learn, go ahead and nail things down, kind of make your individualized plan of what you want to get out of fellowship. And then I encourage people to say yes to just about everything. So get your feet wet in all the different areas that you can. Take care of proteins when you have the opportunity. Take care of the kids when you have the opportunity. This is a year that you really want to take in the fire hose as much as you can, and it'll be a really fun year.
Is be curious and don't be afraid to ask questions. A lot of times when you get into a new fellowship with a new place, you might not know people and you worry about annoying people, but everyone at Emory has always been super open-minded, super giving you a lot of positive feedback about asking questions. It's your year to take as much away as you can. I would definitely ask as many questions and pick these guys' brains as much as you can.
Take advantage of all of the opportunities that you're given throughout the year. It really is, I think, if you want to do sports medicine, it's the best year of your life. There are just so many opportunities, so many people to work with, so many cool things you get to be a part of and do and see and take advantage of the year. It's really amazing.
The program has a lot of opportunity. If your goal is to be an academic leader, this is the right place for you. If you do not care for academics and you want to acquire a skill set that makes you more marketable for jobs when you go into private practice, you're going to acquire that as well. You know, we each had kind of different goals and we were all able to accomplish it. So I think the program has that inherent flexibility to get you to wherever you need to be.
I think it's important that you look for a program that will emulate the type of sports medicine physician you want to be. I think you should go to a place that is going to allow you to grow as a physician, as a clinician, and even as a person. And by coming to a place like Emory, we really feel as though we have so many different layers of things that we all do that we can certainly serve, you know, almost any fellow who wants to go into sports medicine and wants to be a leader in the future. For the interviews, but the interview process really is a two-way street. We really want people to interview us and to make sure that we're the right fit for you. And at the same time, we want to interview you and make sure you're the right fit for us. And so don't be afraid to ask the tough questions. Make sure you do your diligence. We really have nothing to hide in this program. And we think that what Emory does will shine through in the end. As program director, I'm just appreciative that everyone here has taken an interest in our program. We're very proud to show you what we have to offer here at Emory. We wish you could have been here for an in-person day and spent the whole day with us. And even if those who don't necessarily match here or choose to go somewhere else in your training, you know, hopefully the meeting you all and the experiences together can, you know, form partnerships or collegial relationships in the future.